their power play, would they get 2 power play goals tonight? We came empty. We got to make some plays. Had a couple looks in the middle, a couple of shots, a couple over the net there, but we got to. Sometimes the power play, you got to get those gritty things. You need 3 people to the net, and too many set plays, and I think sometimes it burns us. And we're trying to get guys to understand that we got to get the puck to the net. There's got to be gritty goals on power plays. It can't be pretty.
Special teams kind of were the difference in this one tonight.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Things power play go. 1-1 game. They made the play. That's really what it comes down to. But we had, hard fought wet game. Thought we could have needed a few more guys to battle a little bit harder. I thought in the corners, but for overall, came down to that power play go at the end. 3 minutes left.
JT was pretty critical of himself about getting to the inside and talked about you guys as a whole needing to get more to the inside. Do you agree about what you saw in terms of trying to trend in that direction?
Some guys get inside. Some guys do. Some guys didn't. But there was some guys tried. I thought, 1-1 game. You're looking for somebody to make that play inside or whatever. Unfortunately, we got that power. They get the power play. We kind of lose coverage in the middle of the ice.
On the coach's challenge there on the first goal.
Yeah.
How many times have you looked at the replay now, and do you think they got it right?
I don't know, honestly. I saw a couple of angles real quick, but I rely on Dylan. He's usually I'd still challenge it. I thought there was a couple of views, but I guess they didn't think. Honestly, I haven't really looked at it enough to really, just a couple of there, and then those guys have more looks than I do. But didn't really factor and didn't matter. But thank God we killed the penalty. Oh, you're saying about the goal? Yeah, would have disallowed the goal. You're saying.
With Dakota back into the lineup, you put him right back on that line with Teddy. What did you like about that line? What did you like about Dakota's debut?
I like Dakota and I like Garce. Thought they showed up tonight. They played good. I think they played good together.
And it felt like 5-on-5 felt like the team was. There was a lot of scrambles around your crease, but it seemed like they were protected well at 5-on-5. Did you like the way that the group defended?
Yeah, that team is one of the best at shooting for sticks, and I thought we, for the most part, did a pretty good job. That's a tough team to play against because they're very good at that. It's actually, whether you're a young guy or a player on our team, you should watch that team, how they present their sticks and stuff like that. They play it hard. But I thought we defended it half decent, to be honest with you. I mean, 1-1 game going into with 3 minutes left, so it wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad, the defending part.
Rick, I think that was the first challenge this year that you guys haven't won, so you had a pretty good record. Were you surprised by it?
Surprised by the challenge?
The outcome. I mean, you must have a feel when you challenge, yeah, we're going to get this one, or maybe this one's iffy.
Yeah. I defer, to Dylan's great. I mean, even last year we had a couple. I think he's great. So if he feels that, I'm going to go with him every time. So at the end of the day, it's responsible on me, not Dylan. But yeah, not a big deal for me. Challenge.
And you had a pretty good run where, just one or a couple of power plays against 5 tonight. I know one was the challenge. Was that too many if you're going to play playoff hockey?
Yeah, I didn't like some of the penalties. I thought they were careless. Like careless penalties, yeah.
You come off the ice after that. What was the mood in the room? What were the guys?
After the game?
Yeah, just here. I mean, did you go and say something?
No, I'm probably a 25% guy going in. I'm not a big believer in always going in, but I don't know. I think guys will be disappointed. You're looking for a play, somebody to make a play, or maybe a little more discipline. Maybe that's the difference in the game. These games are going to be they're coin flips. So, the last game, the same thing. So you're looking for a play or an intelligent, not taking a penalty, a good change, those things that kill you. A bad change, a bad penalty. Those are the things. Structure-wise, not giving up. The chance. I think we're fairly even. They had a few more chance on the power play than us, but I thought for the 5-on-5, the high dangers. I think it was even, or I don't know. It wasn't what it was. It's a coin flip after that. So I think the intangibles. The 6-on-5 there, we have that's the one that disappoints me. We have 4 guys in there and we can't come up with a loose puck. Got to come up with a loose puck. They had 3, we had 4. There's a lot of technique and grit and will in there, and I didn't see it. I just saw a lot of guys waiting for the puck, and I think that's what happens sometimes. That's the one probably that bothered me the most, that we didn't come up with that loose puck.
We've talked so much about the power play. JT felt that basically you guys aren't moving quickly enough. Is it that simple? Do you need to try something drastic?
It's too mechanical. I've said it all year. It's you got to get it's got to be organic. You know, when somebody passes it, it's on. I think it's a lot of probably the hardest thing I've had this year is trying to get this group to make it. It's too mechanical. You know, we need a little bit more, you know, taking pucks to the net or a backdoor play, or it's a one-timer from the point with traffic. So that's something we're chipping away. Actually the last couple of weeks it's been a little bit better. We had a couple of good looks. Now you got to score though. You know, if you get a couple of shots in the slot, you know, you got to make that shot.
You got a day off tomorrow. What do you want your players to be thinking about or doing or what have you?
Well, just to get reset your mind. You know what I'm saying? Reset your mind. And, you know, we got a big game Sunday, and that's the way it is. Come back to work on Saturday and work at your game on some of the things that if you struggled tonight, why did you struggle? And then come with a mindset, how I'm going to rectify it when we play Anaheim. That's what I think.
You talked about your team taking some careless penalties tonight and being careless kind of in other aspects of their game as well. Do you think that has to do at all with this kind of time of the season and how other teams are kind of starting to clamp down a little bit?
Yeah, it shouldn't. I mean, I hope not. I mean, you know, you can't trip people. You can't, you got to be in front of a guy to box a guy early. If you're a little late, you're going to high stick somebody. If you don't get the puck in deep, you drag your feet and trip somebody. You can't do those things, and that's just focus. You know, you can't take 5 penalties in these type of games because it just takes one bang play. They did in the third period, with 3 minutes left to score a goal. You know, our coverage is a little bit loose in the middle, but other than that, you know, you can't take care of those penalties.
Can you talk about Garland's play on the one goal tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was a hell of an effort. But the other thing is Dakota goes to the net. And that allows JT to get the shot. If Dakota goes somewhere else or around, there's no goal. So that's why Dak's valuable. Like he goes through, that clears Millsy. So we need more guys that go through so somebody else gets the goal. And because that's playoff hockey. You know, you're going to have to get a lot of those type of goals.
And Joshua led the team with 6 hits tonight.
Yeah.
You had him on at the end of the game. Like, just speak about just like the different element that he brings to your team.
Yeah, he deserves to be out there. You know, when I'm looking down there, he should be out there. So, but it was a good game for Dak for being out for 6 weeks. So now I'm glad he's getting a day off so he can get a couple of days here before the next game.
Arshdeep Bain's first game back after the call-up. What do you think about his game?
Yeah, I thought his speed, he helped us with some speed. You know, fortunate the penalties, power plays, you know, there's a couple times you get out there, but the speed's there. So hopefully he can build off that.
Jesus.
They're poised to be a real dangerous entry.
Generational talent. Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.